Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me before we roll on, I'll just say one last thing because I also make sure that I have the end in mind when I'm taking either money from investors or I'm doing owner financing with these sellers, because I've checked with the SBA and I check with my bank to know what their requirements are in 2 to 3 years. If I want to refinance this thing, give everybody back their money, take everybody out, get my money out, and still be able to move forward. So just keep the end in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Cause that, if you got like a 5, 7, 10 year balloon payment coming, that time comes quicker than you think sometimes. And if you don't have a plan on how you're going to deal with it, then a lot of times you end up getting in a situation where you're desperate and you got to sell, and you end up not being able to capitalize on the investment, either long-term by holding it longer or by selling it at top of the market pricing, because you got to make this balloon payment, right? So having that end in mind, having the plan going forward. And, and I love, again, you're like running a professional shop here, which I love. But, in order to do refinance with like an SBA or even just a bank loan or whatever, you've got to do certain things that they require, like you're saying, right? And part of that is like keeping clean books, because your taxes and bank statements,
stuffing it in your mattress.
Yeah, exactly. All that stuff's got to match up, right? And a lot of laundromat owners are guilty of not running their books that way, and it ends up hurting them because, like you said, when they go to sell, a lot of times they can't sell for what they want to because it's not financeable, because their books don't match. And so they end up having to offer seller financing, which actually can be a good thing for them too. But there's definitely repercussions.
I mean, that's the main reason, not to cut you off, Jordan, that's the main reason why we got the first ones, because their books were not together. I actually have a deal, and probably by the time this airs, the lady just letting us come in as a partner and just take it over because she can't get it sold because her books are terrible. And we just see that as an opportunity.
Yeah, that's awesome.